Hey, what's up, everybody? Fred Minnick here, and today I'm going to taste an Elijah Craig finished in toasted barrels of European oak. And now this is a limited release, and I need to back up for a second and kind of tell you why I'm like internally chuckling a little bit. So as you know, I get media samples from everybody. It's been that way in my career for 16 years, and it was, I get anywhere from 800 to 2,000 samples a year from various distilleries. And sometimes they're companies I've never heard of. Sometimes I get to them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I taste them through competition. But my point is like I get a lot. And it was even more when I was covering wine. Winemakers, they have a lot more releases, so they send a lot more. But anyway, Heaven Hill has a very distinct way of the way they send their bottles. They send the bottles in a little blue box. I've actually opened them on the What's in the Back on the What's of the Box segment that I used to do, and I still do from time to time for my Club Marzipan group. Which, if you want to learn more, check that out in the description. What I do is I just open up this box. It's like a shoe box. There's like peanuts in there or like shredded paper to protect the bottle. There's a very, simple press release and a bottle. It's like one of the most standard and appreciative packages that I get, because a lot of companies will have ornate clocks. They'll have leather tasting books. I just want the bottle. I don't want all that stuff. Well, this time, Heaven Hill sent a special paper. So this is like a very thick, it's almost like a cardboard. It's like a parchment, and just really, really thick. And it comes in like an even deeper box, which this is their partnership with the PGA, which not too long ago they announced that they are the official bourbon of the PGA, which, I mean, that's huge kudos. So it comes in this box, and the Ryder Cup, of course, is probably the most important. I'd say that it's the most important golf event when it happens. Because it happens every 2 years. You have I forget what the other one's called. I'm not a golfer. I used to follow golf. I used to actually cover golf when I covered sports, but I don't really play it anymore. In fact, I just took my first swing at a golf ball in 10 years a few weeks ago. You can go on my Instagram and criticize my swing if you want. Well, all right, so it comes in like this package here, and this is got limited edition here. It says Ryder Cup limited edition, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in European toasted oak barrels. So you can see that's what the package looks like. Pretty nice. Pretty nice little cardboard action there. So get this out of here. Okay, so it's a standard Elijah Craig bottle, so they didn't do anything special, anything different there. Standard bottle. Got the little tag there. And let's see if the press release has any more details about the whiskey. A lot of quotes from the people who are a part of this. And of course, so this is $100. Limited release, allocated, available nationally. So this is one of those where you can go and check it out with your local retailer to see if they have anything. So, okay. Yep. All right. Now they're saying they used American oak because European oak because Europeans represent so many golfers out there, which I respect that. But I would like to know their geography of Europe, because I'm finding a lot of people still consider UK Europe, but since Brexit, I don't know if that's an accurate depiction, but maybe it is. Maybe there's the geography, and then there's political political sides of things, which I do not want to get into. Not trying to have a political conversation with you. Let me just taste some whiskey. So, as you know, I like to get in the history here. One of the things that Heaven Hill markets is a market that Elijah Craig was the father of bourbon. You can check out my book, Bourbon, The Rise, Fall, and Rebirth of American Whiskey, to see my stance on that, my point of view, which I do not believe he was the father of bourbon. But that being said, regular old Elijah Craig is one of those really great everyday bourbons that you can find $35. It's standard Elijah Craig, 94 proof, 8 to 10 years old. It's really, really good for the money. And, when they start doing these toasted finishes and everything, they're trying to increase that profile a little bit of it. And, of course, they got the barrel proof, which barrel proof is pretty money. Okay, so European oak. Let's give you a little commentary on European oak. There are several places where they might be getting wood. Most notably would be Hungary and France. There, the oak will be a lot more spicy. So French oak has 9 times the tannic acid as American oak, which is what is used in the standard American whiskey barrel. So if you find yourself with a European oak product, it could yield a lot more spice than normal. Hungarian oak is something that is used a lot in the wine world. So when you dip into European oak, you really are, navigating waters that the wine industry in Europe, whether Spain, Italy, or France, that's what they built. So most of those barrels there, most of the wood extracted from the European forest, those are typically cut into staves with wine in mind. But of course, with the growth of bourbon, the growth of whiskey overall, you see a large amount of European oak come into the market. And you've got companies like Independent Stave, which is and Calvin Cooperage, which they can get wood from anywhere, from Japan, Argentina, Brazil, France, Hungary. They can get it anywhere. So, all right, that's a little tidbit for you. Smells a little bit like pancakes, like pancakes being made, not necessarily with the syrup, like that pancake batter. Put it on the griddle, a little butter in there, kind of cooking it on that. There's something else there. It's definitely a spice, but it's not one. It's not coming to mind. Maybe allspice. Maybe kind of an allspice. And maybe a ginger note. This definitely does not smell like a standard Heaven Hill product, which tends to be nutmeg forward, a little caramel there, depending on the mash bill. But this does not fall down that nutmeg or caramel nose like Heaven Hill normally does. Hot damn, that's spicy. So, spice. When you hear someone critiquing a spirit and they're referencing spice, there is a new drinker might find it to be the alcohol burning, but there's a difference between alcohol burn and flavor yielding spice. The alcohol burn would be the equivalent of like putting a 9-volt battery on your tongue, and a spice would be like feeling a hot sauce, not necessarily the flavor, but the pressure and the tickleness of a hot sauce. So this has, the first thing that I taste is spice. I'm talking, some kind of baking spice. I'm gonna go with. Geez, I really don't know what this is, but it's kind of like a cross between cinnamon and ginger. Um, and you just imagine like a cinnamon ginger just kind of together, like how hot that would feel. And then there is an extraordinary like smoky spice, like a chipotle, and those are just two notes that I guess three that I taste like right away. Again, this is not feeling in any way, shape, or form like a Heaven Hill product on the palate. Um, I get more spice, more spice, more spice, more spice, and then just a little touch of vanilla. This is very tasty. I find it very unique. This is outside. This is outside of the realm of the toasted barrel market. You might as well call this something else, because most people who are hunting toasted barrels are not looking for this flavor profile. People who are looking for toasted barrels tend to be looking for kind of like a buttery mouthfeel, some caramel, some vanilla. This is Spice City, and I would say rye drinkers and high rye bourbon drinkers would fall in love with this. But if you are a caramel bomb chaser, someone who is just straight up looking for that extra sweetness that's coming in from the toastedness, this may not be for you. Also, for those who like that sweet oak note, like my buddy Kenny, I don't know if this is going to be for you either. I don't find a hint of oak in this at all. In fact, usually when you have like these secondary barrel finishes, you think that there's going to be some oak there. I'm not detecting oak. And you've seen me say this on this channel 1,000 times. I do not like over oaked products. So this is a pour for me. I like this a lot. If I were to compare it to something to do a side by side, I would love to taste this up against an OBSF from Four Roses, like an OBSF single barrel, 8 to 10 years old. And I think that would be a fun tasting comparison, and it's amazing. But like that product, I get like a really big ginger note, some cardamom in there, and this one I get cinnamon and ginger. So I would love to do a taste comparison to see like if those flavors, kind of, which one wins out in a taste off. But this is an exciting, very exciting toasted finish for me. I happen to like this